Well, I was raised on Los Rios Street. Still got the same house. I gave it to half of it, or I sold half of it to my niece. My brother and I still own it. In about the 80s, somewhere I had it all knocked down. When I went in there to clean it up, we had rented it. When I went to pick up, I went to pull the wallpaper off the wall, and the wall came down with it. And that was the end of that. So I got my friends to help me, because I had a feed store over here in San Juan, right across the railroad track here, and with another friend. And so him and they got together, and they got the boys together, and knocked everything down and rebuilt the house. So I was lucky in that aspect. I got it done, and and I still live on Los Rios Street. I mean, on El Camino Real. I've only lived a block to the mission from Los Rios Street, and a block from my house to the mission. So I've lived next to the mission all my life. I personally like to make them out of pine needles and raffia, and I didn't even bring anything. And you can make them out of juncus, bear grass, deer grass. And another thing is, one of the reasons I guess why we never were formally done the traditional basket, because here living in Orange County, by this time everything was so hard that when we'd go and pick, we have to go up the Ortega. You have to have a special permit to pick, and then you have to have a guide. But at that time we had some of the native boys that were working for the forestry, so they would take us in. And now it's a little sticky to go. There are still a few places that you can go pick it, but it's very scary, to go clear into the bush and way in the back to go pick it. You have to have, pretty good sized man to go with you, because you can't. We won't go alone. And another thing is that they have put so many pesticides, and we used to pick it alongside the road, pesticides alongside the road, that one of my girlfriends, we went picking and gathering, but we didn't go into to the bush, and so what happened was, when we were picking along the side of the road, they must have put pesticides on there. When she woke up that morning, she stayed at my house. When she woke up that morning, her face was just bloody red, and it was from the pesticides. And so that sort of scared us away. And then with the drought, and then when they started damming up all the water, we had no water. And because the water used to run all year round. And there was always plenty of grasses. There was always plenty of everything where you could just go out and help yourselves, to pick what you needed, and then come back and work because when you do baskets, you have to work from season to season. You just can't go out and pick it and come home and, And if you want to dye it, you have to go look for the muck and everything else and dig it up. And it's a dirty job. And so anyway, you do all that, but it's fun. And so when you come back, and you're all full of, pesticides and everything, it's hard. So anyway, we decided I'm not going to do that. So that's how we started with the pine needles and the raffia, is because it was just difficult for us, for Native Americans, to go and work with the grasses. Sometimes when we do belong to the California Basket Weavers Association, which I've been there for, it's about 21 years that I've been with them. You can go and buy it, and we do make some baskets. I know Ellen Sue makes baskets from the juncus, and but I don't. I can, and I have made them, and I have done a lot. I will show you what I've done, but I like the other stuff because I can sit at home and I can just go ahead. I got one of those lights up here. I put it behind my back, and I can just sit there half of the evening and work on my baskets.